The term LFO is thrown around a lot when talking about synthesizers. So what does it mean and why might you want to skew one? Thankfully, the Zlob Modular Skew Fade LFO can help us explain these concepts today on the Modular Minute. Think of an LFO as the helping hand of modular synths. LFO is an abbreviation for low frequency oscillator, which essentially means it's outputting a voltage at a slow frequency. The speed at which an LFO operates is usually adjusted by a rate knob. In this case, we have the rate subdivided into slow, fast, and medium groups controlled with a switch. It's typical to see a dedicated LFO module with multiple outputs of different types of waveforms, just like we see here on the Skew Fade LFO. We have an output for triangle waveforms and square waveforms, but we also have an output called fade out, as well as an input to affect the fade parameter. That's what makes this LFO unique. Let's take a listen to how it affects just an oscillator, and we'll visualize it with our oscilloscope. The skew parameter on the module affects the overall shape of the waveform output. When using the triangle output, the skew knob allows for a range from a ramp up to a triangle to a ramp down waveform. Using the square wave output, we notice an effect on the pulse width ranging from a wide high voltage and narrow low voltage output to the opposite at the other end of the knob. The fade output will shift the waveform from a square wave to a sine wave as the knob is turned. And of course, because we have the option to modulate the fade parameter with a control voltage input, we can and will self-patch it. Big thanks to our friends at Zlob Modular for helping with this video. Happy patching.